The journey to Mpika was long and dusty, the kind that settles into your bones and makes you feel every mile. The bus creaked and groaned as it rolled forward, each bump in the road a reminder of how far from home I was. Outside, the landscape stretched endlessly, the bus rattling through miles of open Zambian countryside, passing fields dotted with grazing cattle and the occasional cluster of mud brick homes. I watched the city fade behind us, its noise and chaos replaced by wild hills, scattered villages, and the gentle rhythm of rural life. Children waved as we passed, their faces bright with curiosity and laughter, chasing after the bus with boundless energy. The air grew cleaner, the sky wider, a brilliant blue stretching endlessly above us, making the world feel both vast and inviting. I was alone, nervous but excited, heading into a world I'd only read about in books and dreamed of visiting. Every turn of the wheel brought a mix of anticipation and uncertainty. The bus was filled with the melody of local languages, comforting in their unfamiliarity, as passengers shared stories and laughter, making the journey feel less lonely. As we neared Mpika, green hills and neat farms appeared, the heart of Zambia's coffee region, where the land seemed to promise new beginnings. The journey itself became part of the story, each passing scene preparing me for the adventure ahead, teaching me to notice the small details and embrace the unknown. Finally, the bus slowed at a bustling stop, the gateway to Mpika, alive with the sounds of vendors and travelers, a swirl of color and movement. I stepped off, breathing in air scented with rain and wood smoke, feeling the weight of the journey lift as excitement took its place. Joseph, my guide, greeted me with a warm smile and a firm handshake, instantly easing my worries and making me feel welcome in this new place. The road had ended, but the real adventure was just beginning. I could sense that every moment from here would be a story worth telling. With a deep breath and a hopeful heart, I was ready to step into a new world, eager to discover what lay ahead. Joseph led me through winding paths between mud brick homes topped with thatch. The village buzzed with life, chickens scratching, children laughing. People greeted us warmly, faces open and friendly. An elderly woman took my hand, welcoming me in Bemba. The welcome was simple, sincere, curious glances, genuine smiles. Joseph introduced me to his family, who welcomed me as one of their own. My sleeping quarters were modest but comfortable, a hut with a soft mattress and mosquito net. Through the window, I watched women preparing meals over open fires, neighbors chatting nearby. Time moved gently here, guided by sun and season. That first evening, peace settled over me. The warmth of their welcome erased any sense of being an outsider. As the sun set, I knew I was in a special place. Their kindness was an invitation to connect and share in their way of life. Here, hospitality spoke louder than words. In Mpika, the day began before sunrise, when the world was still quiet and the sky was painted with the first hints of gold and pink. The crow of a rooster echoed through the village, a familiar sound that signaled the start of another day. Fires were lit outside, their crackle and warmth drawing people from their homes into the cool morning air. Joseph's mother greeted me with a gentle smile and invited me to join the morning coffee ritual. A tradition passed down through generations. She carefully roasted green coffee beans from their own farm over the open fire, stirring them with practiced hands until they turned a deep, rich brown, releasing their oils and flavors. The aroma was incredible, nutty, earthy, and unforgettable. It drifted through the air, drawing neighbors and family closer, everyone eager for the first cup. She ground the beans by hand, her movements steady and rhythmic, a skill she'd learned as a child. The sound of the mortar and pestle was almost musical, blending with the morning sounds. When it was my turn, I tried to mimic her technique, but my clumsy attempts made everyone laugh. The laughter was warm and genuine, breaking any barriers between us. The freshly ground coffee was brewed in a simple pot over the flames, then poured into small tin mugs. No milk, no sugar, just pure strong coffee, rich with the taste of the land. We gathered in the soft dawn light, sitting close together, hands wrapped around warm mugs, sharing stories and quiet moments. It was the best coffee I'd ever tasted, flavored not just by the beans, but by the land, the hard work, and the sense of community that surrounded me. Words weren't needed. The ritual itself created a bond, a silent understanding that we were all part of something bigger. Sharing that cup, I felt truly welcomed, as if I belonged to this family and this place, even if just for a morning. Here, coffee was more than a drink. It was a symbol of connection, of hospitality, and of the simple joys that bring people together. The morning ritual set the tone for the day, simple, communal, and full of heart, reminding everyone of what truly matters. In Umpika, every day started with gratitude and togetherness, a quiet celebration of life and community. I realized how much meaning could be found in the smallest traditions and how a simple cup of coffee could hold the spirit of an entire community. After coffee, the village day unfolded with calm purpose. Joseph took me to his family's small farm where maize, sweet potatoes and beans grew alongside coffee. He showed me how to pick ripe coffee cherries and explained the patient process from harvest to drying. The work was a partnership with the land, guided by tradition. Back in the village, women ground maize into flour, fetched water and chatted as they worked. Children played with homemade toys, their laughter echoing through the village. In the afternoon heat, everyone gathered under a mango tree to rest and share stories. Elders offered wisdom, men mended tools, women wove baskets. I listened, absorbing the peaceful rhythm of life. Here community was everything, work and rest shared and celebrated. The day moved with the sun, unhurried and harmonious. I was struck by the beauty of a life lived in sync with nature. In Pika, every moment felt meaningful. I found myself wishing time would slow down. Mealtimes in Umpika were a celebration of togetherness. We shared nshima, a thick maize porridge, with stews of greens, beans, and sometimes chicken. Food was prepared with care, using ingredients grown just steps away. We ate from communal bowls, sitting on mats, breaking bread with our hands. Before eating, we washed our hands, a simple ritual of respect. Conversation flowed gently, a mix of Bemba and English. The spirit of sharing made every meal special. Generosity was abundant. My hosts always ensured I had enough. Food here nourished both body and soul, strengthening community bonds. These meals remain some of my most cherished memories. The landscape around Umpika was breathtaking, rolling hills, acacia trees, and endless sky. Joseph led me on hikes through tall grasses, pointing out birds and teaching me about local plants. From the hills, the village looked tiny, surrounded by a sea of green. We sat on rocky outcrops, soaking in the peace and vastness. At night, the sky blazed with stars, and the sounds of crickets and nightjars lulled me to sleep. Nature was a constant companion, ancient, timeless, and deeply respected. Joseph showed me trees used for medicine and plants for soap, sharing practical wisdom passed down for generations. The people of Umpika lived in harmony with their environment, understanding its rhythms and gifts. Exploring with them opened my eyes to this deep connection. Here, nature and community were inseparable. I felt privileged to witness such a relationship with the land. Evenings in Umpika were magical, centered around the fire and stories. Joseph's grandfather, the village elder, told folk tales in Bemba, stories of clever animals and wise chiefs. Though I didn't understand every word, the emotion and lessons were clear. Children listened wide-eyed, learning about courage, honesty, and respect. The family was curious about my world, asking questions and marveling at photos of snow and cities. These exchanges bridged our cultures, revealing our shared humanity. Laughter and wonder connected us beyond language. I learned that true connection needs only an open heart and a willingness to listen. Those nights by the fire, under a sky full of stars, are memories I'll always treasure. In Umpika, storytelling was the heartbeat of community. It reminded me that we are all part of a larger story. My time in Umpika was defined by countless small acts of kindness. Joseph's mother always offered me the first cup of coffee. Children brought me wild fruit with shy smiles. Joseph's father patiently taught me Bemba, laughing at my attempts. I arrived as a stranger but was treated like family from the start. Their generosity was unconditional, their trust immediate. One day, feeling unwell, Joseph's mother made me herbal tea and sat with me quietly. Her care was genuine, making me feel truly seen. Umpika taught me that real wealth is found in community, not possessions. The people here were rich in spirit, resilient and joyful. They showed me that the most valuable things in life are relationships and kindness. It's a lesson I'll carry with me always. Leaving Umpika was harder than I imagined. The dusty road stretched ahead, but my heart felt heavy, tethered to the people and memories I was leaving behind. The family gathered at the bus stop, offering hugs and a bag of roasted coffee as a farewell gift. Their kindness was overwhelming, a reminder that true connection often comes from the simplest gestures. As the bus pulled away, I felt both sadness and deep gratitude. I watched the village fade into the distance, realizing how much these people had welcomed me as one of their own. My time in Mpika had changed me, teaching me the value of simplicity, community, and kindness. Every shared meal, every story told under the stars became a lesson in what truly matters. If you ever have the chance, visit a place like Mpika with an open heart. Let yourself be vulnerable and you'll discover a world richer than any guidebook could describe. Step off the tourist path, connect with people, share meals, listen to stories. It's in these moments, away from the crowds, that you find the soul of a place. These experiences stay with you, challenging your perspectives and enriching your life. They remind you that the world is full of good people waiting to share their lives and learn from yours. Despite our differences, we are all connected by our shared humanity. The laughter, the tears, the hopes, we all carry them, no matter where we come from. In villages like Mpika, you'll find warmth and belonging that restores your faith in people. The sense of community here is a powerful reminder of what we can achieve when we come together. The greatest adventures are those that connect us to others. It's not just about the places you see, but the friendships you build and the stories you share along the way. So what are you waiting for? Go out, listen, connect, and let kindness change you. The world is waiting, full of stories and connections just beyond your comfort zone. If my story inspires you to see the world differently, then my journey has served its purpose. I hope you find your own moments of connection wherever you go. Let's build more bridges of understanding and celebrate the beauty of our diverse world. Together, we can make every journey a call to connect.